I guess you was listening to Paul, talking with Paul over in Spain. And man, that's the audio I want, is what you guys have on this here feed. That's the audio that I want to have. And man, I'll tell you, because you sound great. I was just listening to that video, and I'm like, man, if I can sound like that's I would be satisfied. I say that. I think I would be. That's what I want to sound like. I want to ask you this then. Well, first of all, I want to record it so I can hear exactly what it sounds like. And then I want to ask you, it's obvious you're familiar with sound. And I want to ask you if you would help me to build a profile to maybe sound kind of similar to what you guys are with that big bassy, that way there. I don't know what you would call it, man. The presence. I don't have the presence, I think, is what I want to have, is the presence. I don't seem to have the polish there. Look like everything is fairly in place. It just doesn't have the polish, is what I would think there, Roger.
Oh, yeah. That's the difference, of course. Let me see. So let me ask you, how you hear me here in the chat? I'm on the chat right now. Compare when I was on my phone over.
In the shack right now, I'll tell you what, I'll record you. You sound great. I wouldn't know the difference. That's how you sound. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference if you're on the phone or in the shack. But give me some chatter and I'll record it.
Yeah, before you record me, could you play back the previous recording, the one that when you record me on my phone?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, for sure. You noticed, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think you're not totally 4K. Can you open up to 4K? And you will record me again at 4K wide, And remember the filter to lower the filter starting from 0 in your receive end, the bandwidth RX filter starting from 0 to 4K, so you can actually listen to the whole sound, the whole bandwidth I'm using.
Oh man, yeah, you did it. You didn't override it. Yeah, I even record the recording.
Listen to the whole sound, the whole bandwidth I'm using.
Very good. And now you can go ahead and record me if you like. So now that I listen to the phone recording, this is using a studio condenser microphone on my jack K0.
Phone recording. This is using a studio condenser microphone on my jack K0.
Okay, very good, excellent. Yeah, but pretty similar, amazingly pretty similar.
Yeah, I'm really impressed because it's very similar. Very similar. You really couldn't tell a difference at all. They both sound real. The presence is there on both of them, and so yep, you wouldn't be able to tell a difference. So that's a real good job there.
Yeah, man, it's very difficult to get that sound on the phone. Yeah, I worked hard for that, and it seems like I got it, man. Yeah, I'm happy with the results. And in the recording helped a lot for the audio reports. Okay, I noticed in the recording that I hear frequencies starting from 100 Hz up, or maybe more. So that tells me that probably you need to open up the filters a little bit. The receive bandwidth filter. So on the lower end. So try to move that to 0. There's a setting on Tires under the waterfall, the pan adapter to the right. And you can actually adjust the TX and the RX, bandwidth starting from 0. Make sure that you start from 0 over.
Okay, I'm looking at the pan adapter here, and all the way to the right is transmit. I'm sorry, receive filter, and it goes. Mine goes from 8K down to 1 kilowatt, 1K. That's my receive filter. Am I missing something?
Yeah, let me guide you. Let's go to setup on the top left on Tires GUI. And go to setup and then go to under general. You need to go to filters, I think.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, and you'll see on the bottom of that page there's an RX1 and RX2 filter. What does it say? Starting on 100?
Let's see. RX1 filter control default low cut hertz 100.
Yeah, that change that to 0. So it will start on 0 instead of 100, and then what it will do is allow you to listen to the whole spectrum. You know, the frequencies below 100 hertz. You know, so you're going to be able to actually listen to what I'm transmitting. So like the YouTube video, you know. So change that to 0 instead of 100. And do the same with the RX2.
Transmitting. So like the YouTube video, you know. So change that to 0 instead of 100, and do the same with the RX2.
Oh man, now I can hear the bass.
I can hear that rumble from you just start building and building. Oh my, are you kidding me?
Exactly. Now, you know, select apply, and then go to transmit tab, and go to the transmit tab, and then save this profile as Como. So you know it was me who helped you.
You just hit apply 1 second. We're going to save it as Como. So let me ask you this. That's only going to apply to a receiver, is that correct?
Yeah, but it mainly applies to transmit. So what we're going to check now that you're on the transmit tab, to the right of that, check that it says 4,000 on the high, and the low is 0. What do you have, 0 or 100?
I have high 3,200, low 80.
Okay, change that to 4,000 and low to 0.
Okay, got it. Just saved it as Como.
Look now how you're sounding, man. You're sounding like me. Yeah, talk a little bit. I'm going to record you.
Wow. Okay, real good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Listen, this is exactly what I'm trying to get some great audio. Because, you know, you got to have some decent audio, man. Everybody want to hear you with decent audio. Good evening to you, Como. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas. Once again, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas. Roger. Good evening to you, Charlie Golf Charlie. 1 second, man. Just working out some audio on this end with Como over here, trying to get some stuff together. Good evening. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas, as we work on some audio profile with Como all the way out of Florida. This is K5KAB in Texas. Good evening to you, Charlie Golf Charlie. 1 second, man. Just working out some audio on this end with Como over here, trying to get some stuff together. Good evening. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas, as we work on some audio profile with Como all the way out of Florida. This is K5KAB in Texas. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, man, that's starting to get to sound like Como there, right?
You're getting closer.
Oh man, see, look, that's like when you talk slow. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. When you did that slow talk, that's right there, man. You should hear the grumble that has, man. That whole effect is like really solid, man. That's, I guess I'm getting there. Man, that's what I want right there. Man, I guess I just know what I like. That's that's what that is, man. Because man, you're killing it right there, man. I love that sound. I love that sound. So right there where I'm at right now, you think that's a decent rag 2 setting?
Yeah, maybe you can roll back the highs. It's a little bit. Maybe you for rag 2, I mean, for DX is perfect, but for rag 2 maybe it's a little bit aggressive. Or
could you walk me through it?
Sure. Since you're doing this with the RX18, right? So that means that on Tires, are you using the TX equalizer?
Yes, I am using the EQ in the X-Air 18, and I'm also using the EQ in Thetis.
Yeah, that's why. Could you turn off the Tires EQ, the TX EQ?
Okay, that's without the EQ. I just turned off the Thetis EQ. That's without the EQ.
Yeah, it sounds much better. Okay, talk with both, with and without the TX EQ enabled, so I can record you.
Very well. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. No EQ, no EQ, no EQ. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. No EQ, no EQ. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo with EQ. EQ is on. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas with EQ. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. No EQ, no EQ, no EQ. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. No EQ, no EQ. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo with EQ. EQ is on. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas with EQ. See the difference? The EQ brought in highs. The EQ brought in the highs and took away that bottom end. I like it without the EQ. Matter of fact, turn it off as we speak. I like it without the EQ because the EQ definitely brought in more highs. Wow. Okay. So right here where I'm at right now, that's no EQ, and that's on my Como profile. And you think right here is well enough?
Hey man, are you looking at the pan adapter? There's plenty of high frequency. Look at the pan adapter. To the right side of your signal in the pan adapter, you have the highs, and to the left the bass or the low frequency.
Okay, I was trying to turn on my RCA as well so I can really take a look at it. And yep, look at those. I didn't realize that was giving you indications of the actual signal down there. So now I'm seeing that I do have some low activity there. Pretty much some decent low activity there. I do like that part of it. And so I think we're getting there, man. We're definitely getting there. RTA, let me turn that meter on. I'm trying to see on my RTA meter as well as our broadcast. Okay, real good deal. Yep, I see some lows. Well, they're definitely extending well past 100 now there, Roger.
Exactly, and I noticed also that your transmit bandwidth is more than 4K. So when we went to the transmit tab, I told you the high at 4000, and you're now at 4.8K over.
Okay, I just adjusted that and saved it. I just adjusted it and saved it that time. So there we go. I think that's just a little bit better there. That's definitely a little bit better. Yep, I do have some decent activity on the low side now. And wow, do me a favor if you don't mind. When I get off, I'll come back and see if you can record it for me.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, and I will record you.
K5KAB for a comment.
This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas, testing audio. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas, testing audio. Como profile. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, testing audio.
So you have the TX equalizer off, right?
is off.
Yeah, look, listen to this.
Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas, testing audio. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas, testing audio. Como profile. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, testing audio. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty decent for rag chewing. There. Wow, interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, man, you definitely helped me there, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. My profile is KOMO, man, and I'm gonna label it KOMO Rag Chew. How about that?
Yeah, sweet and short.
Man, you sound great. What microphone are you using right now?
Okay, I'm using a Lewitt LCT 440 condenser large diaphragm microphone.
Yeah, I see it. I never heard of that, Lewitt. Okay. Wow. It's a large and it's condenser. And mine is a dynamic. I'm using the Shure SM7 Bravo. And I'm wondering if I shouldn't go to a condenser mic.
Man, you're sounding great with the SM7 Bravo. That is a very good microphone. I tried it, I had it, and it sounds pretty good, but of course it's a different kind of capsule, right? Like it's dynamic versus condenser. But you can try this one. This one is not too expensive, actually, and it's very compact, you know? It's not too big over.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I thought it was going to be a real big microphone, and it's not. I think that condenser, though, is working for your voice. And, I feel like you have to find the microphone for your voice pattern. And I think that makes a whole lot of difference. And to me, my voice is thin. When I'm talking normally, it's a thin voice. But this microphone is really bassy. So the deal is to be able to pull some of the bass out the way and polish the mids up to make it sound halfway decent. And so because of the nature of this microphone, I think it plays fairly decent doing that. And so maybe you have a point. Maybe I'll just stay right here on this microphone and just keep playing with it. Because I'm already a little excited about what it sounds like now. To me, it sounds perfect for rag chewing.
Exactly, you're sounding great. I think you can be very happy with the way you're sounding right now with these settings. And yes, the LCT 440 is kind of like a bright microphone, and but it's very balanced. They call it record ready. It's used on in recording studios for music production over.
Let me ask you this. If you was gonna, like normally, when I call DX, I would go into my radio and I would drop down to about 2.3 or 2.4 wide, and thin out my audio, just go down to like mid. I never go down to the smaller one. I stay about mid, but I definitely get off the wide and I go down to mid, and that brings you down to about 2.122 or somewhere in there. My question is, what would you do to obtain that type of audio? To thin it out so that it's not wide, so that you can be able to penetrate. How would you construct that?
Okay, what you can do, create another profile, go to transmit tab, and then you change the high to 3.1, okay, 3.1 or 3 if you like, and the low you change that to 100. See if you want some bass, or 150 for DX over.
Okay. Now that's the DX. That's Como DX right there. Audio testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo K5KAB in Texas. testing Como DX, Como DX. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, testing Como DX. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB in Texas, testing Como DX, Como DX. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, testing Como DX. Man, I can definitely see the difference. I want to turn this TX EQ on with that. I want to turn the EQ on with that because it was already giving me highs, and I'm wondering if it's going to polish the highs, and I'm curious to know. So if you would you record me one more time, if you don't mind recording that one more time? This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo with the Como DX EQ on. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo with the Como DX EQ on. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo with the Como DX EQ off, EQ off.
Yeah, I think with the EQ on sounds better. I don't know, but for in this case, let me see.
Como DX EQ on. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo with the Como DX EQ on. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo with the Como DX EQ off, EQ off. Yeah, EQ on gives it, I can hear those effects in the background. And wow, I like that. I can hear those effects in the background.
Exactly, and so you need to resave the Como DX with this setting, with TX on.
Got it. Now I have a Como Rag 2, which I'm on right now, and that's with the EQ off. And I have the Como DX drops down to 3,000, and that's with the EQ on. Wow, man, listen, I'm so excited that I came back up here tonight. I was actually, once I got done putting all those pieces on eBay, I was gonna call it a night. I was like, well, let me get out here and play with this thing a little bit. And have you noticed the alarm on the Lux hadn't gone off. And so we've been here now about 35, 40 minutes, and the alarm hadn't gone off. And that's because I turned on a tuner in between the Hermes and the PA50 Plus. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, man, amazing. So it's working very good for you now. Yeah, listen, I record you, but when you change between Como and Como DX profile, there's no difference in the sound. The sound the same, but of course the narrower when you use DX than when you use the Rag 2 4K.
I'm on right now, and that's with the EQ off. And I have the Como DX drops down to 3,000, and that's with the EQ on. Wow, man, listen, I'm so excited that I came back up here tonight. I was actually, once I got done putting all those pieces on eBay, I was gonna call it a night. I was like, well, let me get out here and play with this thing a little bit. And have you noticed the alarm on the Lux hadn't gone off. And so we've been here now about 35, 40 minutes, and the alarm hadn't gone off. And that's because I turned on a tuner in between the Hermes and the PA50 Plus. Isn't that incredible? Oh man, you've created a monster, Como. Oh man, you have created a monster.
I'm afraid I did.
Oh man, I love it. That's incredible, man. I've like I was saying, I was listening to EA5, was it Jay-Z, Paul, and man, that bass hit, man. And then you follow him right back up with yours, and I'm like, man, that is incredible. And we're talking at 4K, and man, you guys were sounding outstanding. And so, man, I'm just trying to get into the club there, Roger.
Yeah, man, you literally now very close, man. Yeah, enjoy that, and yeah, man, you're really sounding great. Okay, KB, I'm going to sign off for now. It has been a pleasure helping you to have this little Rag show with you tonight with excellent propagation, Casey Remo.
Roger, man. Listen, I definitely appreciate it. And man, it has been a pleasure, man. And I'm glad you followed me over here to help me out. Listen, I guess we'll do it again down the line somewhere, man. And remember, I'm out here every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central, somewhere on 20 meters, man, giving these sad hams a headache. So come on out and hang out with me. Come on. Thank you, sir. Outstanding contact, and I definitely appreciate the help. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Texas, breaking with Kilo 0, Mike Ocean. Have a great rest of the day, sir.
73, Casey Ramon.
Kilo Delta 9, Hotel Romeo Bravo.
Kilo Delta 9. 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, I got it. Kilo Delta 9 station. One more time.
It's Hot Rocket Bike once again. You're sounding good. It's the best. It's the best I ever heard it. I don't know what kind of copy you got on me, but that's you're right there, man.
Oh man, I don't know if you heard me, but Como, man, he just kind of walked me through some settings. Man, I feel like I am the pan adapter says so, and I just listened to some recordings, man, and I'm pretty excited about it, man. I tell you, that's what I wanted. I didn't want to sound like I was on the 7300. I wanted you to know for a fact that I am not on the 7300. That video, it says Paul from Valencia, Spain, optimizing theaters for ESSB sound. Boy, they sound great. I'm like, oh my God. And I would love to sound like that even on my YouTube stream. I think that would be pretty nice.
Yeah. You're compared to how you used to sound, you were loud, screaming loud, and now this is fuller and a lot richer than what you have